Hi, thanks for coming. I'm Lissa. I'm a senior here at Williams, and I'm also on the Claiming Williams committee. I'm really excited to have worked again this year with Amy Marcellus and as well as Marcella at the Davis Center to put this event together. So this is kind of part of a series that we're hoping will continue. Where we will thank a certain group of staff every year who we feel is sometimes underappreciated at the campus. And so this year it's dining services. So thank you to all the panelists. And also thank you to everybody in the crowd. So I know there's a lot of dining staff in the crowd as well. And for all those who also can't be here, I just want to maybe a round of applause for them too. Thank you for being here. Thank you. So, I think we can all agree that the dining hall staff here at Williams really do keep us going. I mean, literally with food. But I think that a lot of us have formed really close relationships with the dining staff members already. And if you haven't had the opportunity, I think after today is a really good time to get out there, find out their names. That's a big one. And I've been informed that they are on the jackets for most of the staff. So if you're unsure, that's a good place to look. And also just, to find out their stories, because there's some really unique stories. For me, this is very passionate. This is a passionate thing for me to do. I worked in dining services for 3 years at Peresky with my wonderful boss, Lisa Briggs, at Grab and Go.
Wonderful.
It was a great experience. It really was. And I've gotten to know personally a lot of the staff members here. And so I guess I just really want to thank them because I feel like a lot of the job is actually putting up with us, which is, pleasant at times and maybe not so much at others. But I really just want this event to be a time where we can hear their stories and allow them to share with us, and kind of claim Williams for themselves. And so that's kind of this piece, I think, every year for Claiming Williams. And I guess just reflecting on that, thank you for being there when we show up for lunch at 1:59 to eat right before it closes, and allowing us to eat even though you might have to stay and clean up long after your shift has ended, and at 7:59 when we roll in for dinner, and even at snack bar when we're kind of unsure of what we want, even though the menu never changes, and 11:05 at Eco Cafe when they're still serving us breakfast, but it's technically ended. So thank you for all of those things. So I challenge each one of you, kind of within the framework of today's, digging deeper for Claiming Williams, to really dig deeper into people's lives around us, especially dining services members. They really, I feel like, have dug deep into ours and are deeply a part of our time here. And thank you for coming. So we're going to just transition into this panel discussion. And I just, thanking all the staff as well who aren't up here, and so there'll be a chance at the end for questions, and at that time, if anyone who is a member of dining services in the audience would like to answer to a question and thinks they can speak to it, that's completely fine, and we can, I think, bring you a microphone, so you can do that. So that'll be a time for that as well. And I guess just please be respectful of one another. We really do want this to be an open space so people can really openly share maybe some very deep and meaningful things to them. So I just want to respect kind of this space we're in. And so we'll get started. So first, I guess I would just like to ask each of you to maybe introduce yourselves with your name, how long you've worked here, and just maybe something that you'd like to share with the students and everyone here that they might not know.
Okay, I'm first.
You're first.
Go for it.
Hello. My name's Lisa Briggs. I work in dining. I work at Grab and Go. I've been here for 26 years, so I've seen a lot of you come and go. I recently moved to Vermont. I have 2 children in college, so, I got you guys all covered. I was born and raised here. I love the area. I love to be part of the college. I really love to be part of the community of the college. I've seen it grow tremendously in the last 10 years. It went from being separate to everybody is a family. So I was really, really happy to see that happen. That's pretty much it for now. Next.
Hello. My name is Lisa Armstrong. I work at Driscoll Dining. This is starting my 21st year at the college. I have a daughter, Kayla. She's a senior at MCLA. We're just trying to get through the end of this year to get her out of there. And the one thing that very few people know about me is I am a cancer survivor. So I'll pass it on to Bessie.
Hi everybody, my name is Bessie Montoya, and I've been in Williams for almost 13 years, and I'm from Honduras. I've been here for 21 years, and I'm married. I have a son, he's 13 years old. His name is Juan Carlos, and he got to McCann, and I work at Driscoll Dining Hall.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ty. Today is before I say anything, I have great honor to present myself, introduce myself. I come from Cambodia, Thai, and Philippines. So now I'm up in the United States, land of freedom. I have 3 kids. They're all old, so I get gray here now. So they're grown up. So I'm approaching 60 years old now, and so I'm very pleased to work for Williams College. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. My name is Mark Labonte. Been working at the college for 12 years. It's my girls out there. Big shout out to the late night student employees. Live locally, married, father of 3. And like Toss said, I'm honored to be up here and be a part of claiming Williams Day, sitting along my peers and representing Williams Dining. Thanks.
Hello, I'm Tricia Cook. I've been here for 20 years. I'm married. I have 2 boys. They're 14 and 11. And I work at the snack bar, and I make the gelato. Thanks.
Now I'm not going to get nothing. Hi, my name is Ada Marino. I work at Pereski. Normally, I would do dinner, but right now I'm working lunch, covering for another coworker that's out. I came to this country 27 years ago. I've been at the college for 22 years. I had 3 children, they're all grown up. and I have a grandson who's 2.5. He's my world.
Hi, my name is Paul Mormon. I work at Driscoll. I have a son, 6-year-old, named Samuel. And I'm happy to work at Williams. My father worked here, retired from here. I kind of like took over from him. And I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to open up some questions that we've prepared for you guys. But you don't have to answer them, not like all of you. But if you do want to answer the question, we can have multiple people answer. So feel free to. So I guess for the first thing, what is challenging about working in an environment of college students?
Could you repeat the question, please?
Excuse me?
Repeat the question.
What is challenging about working in an environment of college students? Some of the challenges lately are the food allergies and just trying to navigate through the dining room without running into somebody and knocking a plate out of their hand when the dining room is full.
Okay, one challenge is to try to get everybody to take 1 sandwich. I'm just saying. You just don't know what goes behind the scenes there. Trish?
My biggest challenge is to learn their names. I have a hard time. I know faces, a lot of faces. They're sweet, but names, I can't do it. I'm sorry. Paul?
Brother?
He has no child.
Okay, so my big challenge is try to please everyone's food, what they need, the student, and try to please my boss and my coworker. So that's my big challenge because every day as I come to work, I try to fulfill my work. It's not just my job, it's my career. So everything I do, I want to do is 100% correct. Try to please everyone, so include myself. So, by the way, I've been working at Williams College for 28 years. So I'm still learning every day. That's my big challenge. Thank you.
Okay, so what do you like best about your job?
I said it already. Paul, what do you like best?
What do you like best, Mom? Before I start talking.
Go ahead.
What I like best about my job is, I can honestly tell you, is interacting with the students and all my student workers. I love you guys. I spend more time with you guys than I do my own family. So that's why I wear the good deodorant to work every day.
Thanks for the Christmas present.
Okay, did you have another career before working at the college?
No, I was born here.
That's some dedication. Okay.
It's me again. I used to work at Sweetbrook Nursing Home as a CNA. I worked there for 10 years. So that's what I did before I came here at Williams College.
I work for the city of North Adams in the water department. Like I run from there to here, and that's what I do.
Make sure we got water.
Before I came to this country, I worked with United Nations. I'm a case worker and a translator in Thailand for 4 years and the Philippines 1 year. And I used to be a interpreter and also that's my job before. So now I'm up cooking. I have no idea why, but I enjoy every day because my cooking is my career. I love it every day because I owe everything to Williams College, like to my boss. So everything I know is Williams College taught me everything. Mr. Halligan and now Mr. Whoopi and Chef Mark just sent me someplace to training how to do all cooking. Otherwise, I have no what ingredient to put on the dish. So, but I enjoy it every day of my life. Thank you.
Okay, do you have another job outside of Williams currently?
No, I don't have any job besides taking my grandchild. Yeah. So that's my job because every day he's so funny. About 2 and 3 months. He do martial art too now. So every time he see me, kick and punch me. So we do a lot of, and he do dancing, new dancing move, condom star, you know. So it's fun to have grandchild. I believe I have one to keep me busy. So that's why I lose a lot of pounds. So yeah, thank you. Yeah, he's a busy boy. So I'm glad to have him. So that's my another job. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Brixie does. There you go. She just got one.
Huh?
How many you got?
All right.
2?
My second job is I am the manager at the concession stand at the North Adams Steeplecats. And I'm always looking for volunteers. Come down and help me out there from June to August. We're always looking for support. Actually, it's another great job. And once again, it's working with the college students because it's a collegiate baseball league. So I take everything from here to there, not literally. Knowledge is what I'm talking about. Hard work. But I really like that, just like working with the students here. We're good.
Yeah, and she's like my surrogate mother, so there's a whole nother job.
And she's gone in June. Oh my God.
All right, my turn. I do have another job. I take care of elderly people in their own homes, so they don't have to go to nursing homes. It's a very rewarding job to do. I love it very much.
So I know that a few of the panelists are born in other countries, and so we were wondering what brought you to America, and if you still have family living in that other country.
Yes, I'm from Honduras, and I came here 20 years ago. And I came here for a better future, to support my parents and my brothers. I have 3 brothers. I'm the oldest of 4. So, and I'm still helping my parents. And that's why I came here to America. Thank you.
Oh, I have a long story. I can tell you all day. But I came from Cambodia. I have no choice but to escape from my communist regime. So I came to Thailand in 1975. I was 15 years old then. So we escaping with a group of 19 or 29, and only 9 people survived. So I'm one of them. So when I talk about the story, it made me goosebumps, because I went through all those tough times. And then I went to Thailand. I escaped twice to Thailand. And I get married with my wonderful wife over there. And I owe everything to her. She spent a lot of time, make money, send me to school, to college, to learn English as second language. Before I learned French also, but I couldn't make any word right now. So, and then I applied for translator for United Nations. I got a job, and also I opened my own private school as English second language for people that want to learn. So, if you want to know about my life story, I take a whole 8 hours. Everything I did is all in my memory, my head. So I shake, see, when I talk, because it's a bad memory. That's you guys don't want to know about this, because I think United States is a land of freedom, and it's a lot of land of opportunity. And I came here. I want to find peace and freedom for my kid. So that's the reason I'm here, because I had to study a lot to come here to this country. I'm a lucky one. I'm the youngest one in my family. We have 7 people, and so I couldn't live on for that communist. I had to force myself to escape. So now I'm here, so I can talk all day if you want me to. But so that's all. Briefly, you want to know more about me, just tag me, ask me. I like to share my background story, because that's probably this country, they're born here. Some of them take for granted. So this is a good country to live, I tell you, because the communist regime, you owe something, they own it. The government take everything from you, even your life. So your clothes you wear, your food you eat, they own everything. So you guys, we all lucky here. So I'm great to be in the land of freedom. Thank you.
I came here, I'm also from Honduras, like Bessie is. And I came here to reunite with my ex-husband. That was 27 years ago. And also for their better future. But when I see people back in my country, you think, okay, a better future, but when I see them, they're like, I'm like thinking, things look good over there too. So I really don't know. I think it's, everybody makes it work, whatever they are. And it doesn't matter what country you are from, I guess. If you have to play with a little rock or whatever like we used to, I mean, they also have fun. So it doesn't matter where you are, I guess, if you're with family.
Okay, so if you could change something about your work environment or the way the students interact with you, what would it be?
To keep both double doors at Whitman's open. To keep both double doors at Whitman's open.
Yeah, so I'll repeat it. If you could change something about your work environment or the way the students interact with you, what would it be? And you can be candid as well. Like, so. We should know.
To slow down lunch so that you can talk to people a little bit more. We're just so fast-paced now.
I'd like more room in our kitchen so we can move around, a little bit more open. Get rid of some walls so we have more space to talk to people and interact.
Oh, you want to say something?
Get a couple more students in there to help us and, talk with us and, communicate a little bit more like they were saying, stuff like that.
I think those. Yeah, no, we feel the same way actually about the dining hall wall at Driscoll. Other people have made that comment as well because you can't see the people behind the wall who are doing the work for you. So maybe we'll get something going for that. If you could change something about your work environment. Oh wait, I just asked that one. Okay, if you could share, again, if you could share one special recipe with the students, what would it be?
So I had a lot of recipes to share. I'm used to be a vegan creator, so.
Here comes the real stuff.
So the one I like the most as a vegan that's a lot of people enjoy is taco. It's my name on it, but okay, because it's easy to make, a lot of proteins in there, and very low carb and less fat. So it's very healthy, from tofu or from soybean, from we have then. Yeah, it's very good. It's a very healthy food. So stop by in Whitman. I hope to do the same, because I'm now with the Mission Park. I have no room to put all those stuff because there's so much food every day. So I make paid Gracie's every Friday, Saturday. So, so Masha also, thank you for doing all this work. So I mean, we have no room to put another extra food, but I enjoy create vegan, and I have a lot of good work on that. My boss Steve enjoy everything I make. Thank you, sir, Bob, and everyone. Thank you.
Any more recipes? How to make gelato?
Gelato.
How do we do it?
Can't give the recipe. There's so many different ones. I can't. What's that? The honey bun? You just puree, grill the honey buns. It's milk, sugar, cream. More sugar. And it's made with love.
Oh, also, I have Kale Smoothie. My boys enjoy kale. So very healthy Kale Smoothie. So I have the whole recipe. Anyone that want to make, we make kale, Swiss chives, bananas, strawberry, So it's so good. So I mean, we use whole case of kale and a case of banana one time I make. So very busy, but very tasty. No dairy because I allergic to dairy. But if you want dairy, you put dairies on. So Kale Smoothie, go for it. It's healthy.
Okay. So there's a lot of student workers in dining services, and do you keep in touch with them, like once they graduate, or any of the students that you become close to?
Yeah. Okay.
It's only when they come back for like alumni, they'll come and visit us and everything. It's the only way we keep in touch. Students? I'm not good with names. But I know. I mean, like, I know the student workers with us. Like when Maddie graduates, she'll come back. We'll know Maddie. And like, just our... Maddie! And then, yeah. Yeah, stand up, Maddie. Stand up, Maddie. Stand up. She wants to take your picture.
You need a picture for Claiming Williams Day. You gotta own it.
Smile, Maddie.
So yeah, I have communicated with most students that graduate since I work here. So some live in Japan, some Hong Kong, cross country, and from CDE, and also regular people, regular students that work here. So get to know. So I still contact with them weekly in the Facebook, or sometime when we have a holiday, I send them email. So I'm still in contact with them. So everyone knows that I know. I work with them. So.
Hi, I still keep in contact with a lot of students that have graduated. One of the girls, Amelia Simmons, she worked with us at Greylock. She was one of our students for 4 years. When my daughter graduated from high school in 2009, Abby flew back from Idaho to see my daughter graduate. Robert Kelly will still remember this guy. His name was Aubrey Lennon. We called him Sheets. The only guy I know that helped us out in the dish room that could blow up a glove with his nose. He would put it over his head, below his nose, and start blowing up the glove. And Robert and I used to have to make sure he didn't pass out. Whitney Halligan, she married Bill Gilchrist, who played hockey here, and Whitney played squash. They ended up getting married. They live in Boston. And my daughter, it was my daughter's big sister through big brother's big sister here at the college. They still communicate. She's a good girl. We have the same birthday in December. And they come back every year to see Williams play Amherst. And if they're at home, we meet up at the Williams Inn and we get together and have dinner. So there's still a lot of them I keep in touch with. So.
So that was everything we had kind of prepared. So I'd like to open it up to if anyone in the audience had questions, students, anything really that you were wondering that the panels could answer. We can pass around a microphone. But does anyone? Or you can just shout it out.
All right. Anybody?
Once in a lifetime opportunity. Besides every day, but. Sure. Sure.
Make a couple observations and I have a question for you all. I think we've spent most of the time talking about the engagement with the student population, but you have to fully understand the scope of all that Dining Services does for this community. I work in alumni relations, and so they're doing things for us all over the course of the year for guests, whether they're people that are in the president's house, ranging to alumni who are coming back to different events. But commencement happens first weekend in June, and then 3,000 people descend upon this campus the next weekend. And Dining Services does the lion's share of the catering and the servicing of our guests and the alumni. You know, we have a 500-person alumni dinner in July, and they're catering do all the great work for that. So I just want to point that out, just the scope at which this operation is going. quickly for the students, you've visited other campuses. Also, I just want to point out how unique I think this system is. You go and most institutions are contracting their dining services, and I think what happens there is oftentimes, yes, people are making connections, but the level of investment in the communities isn't the same as what you have here, I think. I could be wrong about that, but that's my observation there. And frankly, the quality of the food it's more, great setup, but, it's not the same. You got it, and we have it so good here with the quality of the food and the people who are working at dining services. And so my question is, I did some work in dining services. I played hockey with Don here back, we're talking 25 years ago now. And I just wanted to hear about the evolution of both how food is prepared and how you serve it, and the settings. I'm going back to sort of Baxter dining hall days and the flumes.
Woohoo! I know.
So you could talk a little about the evolution of how food's prepared and served, and even just the evolution of the kids and the students. What's the same? What's different?
Back in the day. Oh my God, the flume was like, students would come back after they graduated just to see the flume. We should have sold tickets. But anyways, back then, all the dining halls were exactly the same. The menus were the same, everything was written on paper, and that was it. There was no get away from, where you could be an individual. You really didn't talk to the students that much. Like you said about interacting with students, back then, we had student workers, but they only stayed for a year. You really didn't talk to the kids through the line very often. There was a lot of walls. We were really behind the scenes. I'd have to say in the last 10, 15 years, we really opened it up. All our dining halls are all separate. Everybody is individuals. Everybody comes up with their own unique ideas. Bob is great by letting us be ourselves with food. And that really interacts with the students. The students, they have questions, they have concerns, they have ideas. We're all ears, willing to open it all up. I think it's great. I think we've turned it around 100%. And I've been to other colleges too, and both of my children are in colleges, and I try to tell them, talk to the staff, and really, there's just no communication. They get whatever is in front of them, and that's it. It's just like the old days. You don't like it, you don't eat it. That's it. Here, you don't like it, we'll fix you something else. Nobody goes hungry.
All you do is ask.
That's it. All you have to do is ask, and we're here.
We'll get it done.
If anybody leaves hungry, it's your own fault.
Oh, way back when I started out at Mission Park. We used to have to pour all the drinks, leave them out on the lines in the glasses. All the desserts were scooped out separately, put in bowls, put them up on the line. We worked the line 2 and 2, and we used to, instead of the students coming up and getting their own food, they had portions. They would just scoop it out, and I worked with this one woman at Mission Park named Dot. And when she first came to work with me, when we came back in September, I worked at Mission, and I worked the line. And I said to my boss at the time, I think it was Mike Cutler, I said to him, where in the heck did you get this woman? One student wanted 6 chicken nuggets and not 4. And she goes, no, come back later. I'm like, oh my God. They wanted 2 scoops of ice cream with their dessert. Come back later. I'm like, oh wow. And every once in a while she'd work with me, and she'd get to smiling, and it was so funny because when she'd smile, her top teeth would slip down. And they'd be like, ah. And I'd be like, oh, Dot, turn around and fix your teeth. But so much has changed. Mission Park has been redone, the milk machines, everything. So much better. Working with the students, the student workers. You get to communicate a lot more with the comment cards. When the kids come to Driscoll, just ask. We're willing to accommodate anybody, being allergies. Kimmy, stop laughing. Be it allergies and anything they would need, like for salad bar items, if there's something they really, really love that they want on the salad bar, even if it's that just that one person you make happy, then you just try to do your best at what you do. Anybody else?
Back in the day, like Lisa was saying, we used to put the juices. Now that you say that, I remember the gelatin and everything in these little cups. The changes I have seen when I first started working here, I was just a server. I worked my way up to where I am now. I'm one of the cooks there. But the most changes I have seen is like the carefulness you have to be now with the allergies, the different ways of cooking. Be very careful with mostly, gluten-free people. There's so many now. And like I said, there's so many allergies out there. People I don't remember seeing that back in the day or back then. But now we have to be very careful. And that's one of the biggest changes that I have seen over the years.
There was another question.
Oh, wait a minute, you woke me up.
If you have any especially memorable comment cards that you wanted to share, or other random stories.
Yeah.
Say that again, people can
Whoa.
I was wondering if you had any very memorable comment cards or other exciting stories to share.
Want to hear a funny one? Kimmy, this is about you. Kimmy Hodgkins and I used to work back at Greylock. She used to help me out at night, and Janice will remember. We used to have the old cereal machines out in the dining room. Kimmy was trying to help me out one night, and we were closing up, and there was cereal all over the cereal counter and everything, so she got out the vacuum cleaner. She goes to plug it in, never realizing it was already on. The vacuum hose jumps up in the air and sucks onto my coat, and I couldn't get it off my coat. I'm like, Kimmy, shut it off. She was laughing so hard, I had to drag the vacuum with me till I unplugged it from the wall.
Mark, you have lots of stories at night. You did.
I got one about Todd. Tom, Mark, and I, and Ada, worked at the Jewish Center one summer. It was really warm in the kitchen. Ta says to me, I'm going to go out and take a break for a little while. Okay, I'll be out in about 10 minutes. We made sure everything was in the ovens, and the line was full, all the pans. And Ta says, come out when you're ready. Okay, so I come outside, and it was starting to get dark out. And I look around, I'm like, where the heck did he go? All of a sudden, I see this bucket fall from a tree. He had climbed up the tree near the Jewish Center. And he's halfway up, and he drops this bucket down, and he scared the bejesus out of me.
Yeah, those days, it's over. So I had so much fun those days, and yeah, I did scare her. Oh. And those days I earned so many names. I become a rabbi.
The Cambodian rabbi.
Cambodian rabbi. Because we used to have a Jewish group come over, and a rabbi from Boston, he didn't refuse to bless the kitchen. He said, "Ty, go for it." I said, well, I'm not a Jewish. Yeah. I don't want my son Israel to do it, but you here. I said, okay. I just bless it, but I do it Buddhist way, Buddha's way instead of. I said, you know, so sometimes on those girls I had to bless one by one to watch it. So I earned those names. They call me Thai Rabbi. So so I do a lot of illegal stuff, and but
illegal stuff.
But you know, but
you don't want to know.
The group came over. They so joy and so happy the food that we present. So that's every day. Happy summer. So every day. So.
Kept them all happy.
I have a question for you guys. Since we hire a lot of new folks in dining services, so whether they're temps or ongoing basis, how do you introduce them to the workplace? How do you describe what it's like to work in dining services, like welcome on your first day, by the way? And how do you describe our student population and student body to them and say, this is what it's like to work in dining?
Okay, I take that one. So yeah, when we hire people, the newcomer came over, I normally approach them, or him or her. I said, this is a place to build your career. If you come here to fool around, it's the wrong place. So that's why I told them, the wrong place to fool around here. If you come here, take serious. This is that's why I advise to them. So that's what I said, look at me. First immigration from all of Asia, hit Williamstown, is, you know, it's bright. I don't see big town like this. I used to live in the jungle somewhere out there. Somewhere. And you know, so I tell them what I start, what I become now. So I'm very blessed. So my family very success. So live a wonderful life. So that's why I tell people that are coming. So I don't want to take chance to be fearless. I say, okay. I tell them exactly what I feel. So they have to take. They may be mad, but at least I tell them the truth. So thank you. Yeah.
Did you say student workers or?
In general, the student body, how do you describe what an average Williams student, if there is one? How do you describe that?
How do you describe average or normal? You just, if it's a new student or a new coworker, you usually take them around with you, introduce them to the people that you work with, the Driscoll crew, and you just show them where everything is in the kitchen, introduce them to the student workers, the students in general, in the dining room, whether they're up checking. You make them feel welcome and at home and very comfortable to be there. You know, not too shy to do anything. You know, not afraid to ask questions. So that's the way it usually works.
Not where I work.
In my part of town.
In my neighborhood.
Never mind.
Strap a smile on, get those roller skates on, and let's go! There's no best way to learn than to get right in there and do it. But we'd always try to tell the new people, you really do have to listen to the students. I mean, you guys are the reason why we're here. Everything we do for you. And they usually catch on pretty fast.
Okay, Susan, and then Susan.
Hi, I'm Susan.
Hi, Susan.
Just in an effort to get to know you guys better, I was wondering if everyone could go around and maybe share like a favorite type of music genre or an artist that they really like, something like that.
Music?
Where's the microphone? Wow.
It's not country.
Well, I'm Trisha, and I like 80s, 90s, and today. I like a little bit of everything. I like to get up and dance. Gotta have the music going, especially when you're making the gelato. And I do have a student worker, and she sings and dances with me, so it's great. We love it. If you ever were there from 8 to 10, come down anytime. Dance party.
In the kitchen, our favorite song is "I'm Sexy and I Know It."
Yeah. We do dance to that and sing to it. You want to work for you?
Oh, you haven't said.
Yeah. A little bit of everything. A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. I love dancing. Emily too. I don't have any in particular, but besides music and dancing, I love walking, hiking, anything outdoors, mowing my lawn, walking my dog. Yes, that's what I like to do. Walk over the cemetery. Yes, I do that.
I like the blues. Yeah. Yeah. Little Coltrane, you know, gets me going. Like in the dish room, I hear a little bit on the radio, and I guess tune right out and get right into it. It's pretty good.
I like any kind of music, usually the 90s to now. Whatever my daughter downloads on my iPod. I run even faster when it's something faster or quicker. If you see me running along with a little beat to my step, it's like, and it's usually whatever on my car radio when I turn it on to Fly 92.
Yeah, Fly 92.
Fly 92.
He doesn't like anything. He doesn't listen to music.
Well, he loves dancing.
I love to dance merengue and bachata.
I just love to dance.
Mark loves the hula hoop. He can beat anybody.
That might be one of the things that they asked earlier, something that you do that people don't know about.
Oh, sorry. Now y'all do.
Gave it away.
But I did win the hula hoop champion at one of the president's parties.
Yes, he did. He beat Carol and I. See?
I remember
We rocked that party.
We did. We took
If I remember correctly, Mr. David Bassett had a rubber ducky around his waist that night. Is David out there? Good, it was a good time.
There was somebody with a hula hoop that fell in a plastic swimming pool with water.
Not me.
Was you with the hoop?
It was you.
It wasn't me in the water.
Is there water?
There was a little bit of water in the bottom of the plastic pool. With the president's party there.
Elvis was there.
Elvis was there.
Different party.
I was at the wrong party.
Did you see Elvis too?
I saw Elvis was at the party,
Yeah.
right, Carol? Elvis was at that party. Let's see here.
And he was screaming tequila.
So can we bring back those president's parties? Or maybe we could start something new and do like vice president's parties. And right on, you can call it whatever you want. As long as it's party at the end.
We'll just all show up and make it happen.
Bring your own hula hoop.
Lady in the back, and then we'll get around.
What one thing do you wish students or other customers would say to you or do for you, and what one thing would you like customers to never do again?
Maybe realize that dining services staff is part of the Williams community just as much as they may be, no matter what their position is. only took the hot topics.
At least we don't have anything.
I always have something.
I had some, but
I was trying to share a little bit.
I think I talked
All right, let's see. What I would like to see. How about on like big events? How about people helping us? You know, just pick up your own mess instead of just leaving everything, because that just makes more work for us. And you know, we have break to get to, and you just know how long it takes to get coffee. That would actually really be a big help if people would just pick up after themselves. That's all. Your mother doesn't work here. Well, maybe she does. Don't feel bad. We have to put the same notes downstairs in the kitchen.
Mama doesn't work here with a mop. It's like being at McDonald's. Grab a bucket and mop.
God.
I eat at Snack Bar and 82 Griffin a lot. I love the staff that are also around there. But my question is, do you have a favorite?
Grab and go.
That's not.
Driscoll.
A favorite food that's served here? Like,
All of them.
honey buns or a favorite
Gelato. Any kind. No, I would have to go for birthday cake. Is my favorite. Chocolate. I knew that, but I like the bagel supremes at the snack bar.
As you know.
Yes. And the fries are good with honey mustard.
I'd have to say beef barley soup. That's a crowd pleaser.
Double chicken soup.
Oh, yeah. Knock you nakeds. It's the chocolate and the caramel put together. It'll knock you naked. It is so, they are so good. We had a contest one time at Mission Park. Some of the students wanted to see how many knock you nakeds they could eat. They stole 2 trays of knock you nakeds off the line. Tried to wash it down with Gatorade, and thank God there are garbage buckets nearby. It was all over but the crying. Oh, it was awful.
Let's give him a microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering if y'all worked at Greylock or dining halls and how it's been different going from 5 open dining halls to 3.
Can you repeat the question?
I went from Greylock to
Was anybody at Greylock or
So the question was about how we had 5 dining halls and now it's been transitioned to 3, and kind of if it's been difficult for that transition, right? And
For me, I was at Greylock. I was at Greylock at one time. I actually did work at Driscoll about 6 years ago. I went back to Greylock, and now I'm back at Driscoll. For me, it was no problem. I'm glad to be back at Driscoll. I came back here with some of my coworkers from Greylock, which was a very good thing. And we seem to all get along. We do have our days, but everything works out in the end.
It's a lot closer for staff now. We actually have a lot of staff in one place. Our turnover is really fast now. Well, we have to be really fast. I wish we had more seating for students. I think that's the biggest. I think, maybe 4 dining halls would have been better, but, it's all right. We're working with it. Maybe some nice picnic tables out front with some awnings, and, we'll work on it.
It's kind of nice, though, because with Greylock, all that room upstairs, we get to do our boot camps now on Tuesdays and Thursday evenings. So I get in a little exercise at the same time.
I don't know why you are here, why were you thrown here to talk about it, if you wanted to meet the people from dining services more. For me, it was kind of an eye-opening when we had a Latino dinner at the mission dining hall. It was amazing. It was just the interaction that we had, started exchanging recipes with Kale back and forth. The kids were like calling their mothers to give us recipes. Somebody wanted this, somebody wanted that. And then even between Latinos, how much difference it is. I mean, with Ada, we were talking even about the tamales. They are not the same. Mexican tamales are not the same as the Ecuadorian tamales or something like that. And just the closeness that brought us together that day is amazing. I mean, I feel like now if I have a second job, don't say anything. It would be dining services, really. I mean, the atmosphere that I felt that day is amazing. And if you are here today, it's like, now I can talk to my friends here. We had lunch together today, we were joking around and all that. These are my friends. These are the people that I want to hang like every month, and we go bowling or something like that. Do something else out of the community. It's the same for you. If you run out to the dining halls, it's not just get your food. You just say, hi, Ara, how are you? Remember, just talk to each other. I mean, it's like Lisa, you are saying, take the time when you go to the dining hall. I know you people miss your mother's rice, or your mother's potatoes. Tell them how your mother makes the potatoes. How your mother makes the white rice. That doesn't have anything, but at least don't cry. Food is like in chemistry. It goes into your body, stays there forever. I mean, you cannot imagine how food is important for certain cultures. And the people who work there is because they love them. If you can share something while you're here now, this moment, at this time, just let them know. And that way, it will be like we can give you back wherever you are at.
I work for Mission Dining. I love the staff at Mission so much since day one. It was, I had a 1-minute introduction to the dog by Robert over there.
Robert.
As the days go on, you get to know everybody, right from Gil all the way to the people in the salad bar and the dish room. And there's an attachment we have with the staff. And even though sometimes the job will be difficult, you'll be thinking, oh, I'm feeling tired. You would remember, the little chats you have in between the jobs, and you would say, okay, you know what, I'll just go help, because you would feel tired. They also feel tired, and all of you feel tired. But at the end of the day, when you're done, it's always like a teamwork. Robert always screams, teamwork, teamwork. Yeah. It keeps the mood in the dish room going, and it's really such a good feeling. My question goes to Mark, and I was writing a paper in Paraski one day during the winter study. I was abroad for the fall, so I was here going to study, writing a paper, and I heard somebody yelling at around 1 a.m. 3, 2. I was thinking, is there something about to explode or what?
We could get Dan Levering up here and add him to the panel, and he could take over, or I could try to wing this one. It's a little game we play at the end of the night where all the employees try to guess how many customers we served that evening. Used to be kind of used sort of as a tool to gauge how much preparation we need to do for a certain amount of people, and didn't end up working out that great for that. But now it's just kind of a fun thing, and we just do it every single night. So when I call out my numbers, I try to bring a little excitement to the game. And as most people know here, I'm relatively loud. So, Teddy, anytime you want to bring your hula hoop to the game, 1 a.m., we do allow students to participate. And some students certainly have won. Student worker, Miss Maddie, certainly won on her first day playing the game. Thanks, Teddy.
Were there any other questions? Or did anyone want to, I was also going to say if anyone wanted to stand up and like wanted to give a personal thank you to somebody who's here or just in general to the staff, that now would also be a good time for that. Sure.
Okay, is it Trish that does July? Okay, you don't know this, but I'm obsessed with like mango fruit. And I wrote in my Y. Williams app, one of the reasons I came here was mango gelato, so it's really great. So I just want to say thank you for that. It's a great investment, and now I have it all the time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm Miles. And earlier you guys were talking about how the food allergies over the years have just built up and built up. And like, you know, I'm allergic to gluten and, you know, I don't know where like all of us allergy kids came from or, you know, why it was non-fast food. But you know, it really makes a difference what you guys do. It's so nice just not to have to worry that I like won't be able to get food. You know, I went abroad last semester and I was just constantly getting like nailed, like even cooking for myself. Just always feeling sick. So coming back here and, you know, it's so safe and you guys do such a great job and we all really appreciate it for what it's worth. So.
Hi, I just wanted to say a very personal thank you to someone in this room, Sarah.
Stand up, Sarah.
Stand up.
Stand up, Sarah.
I don't want to embarrass you.
Woo, Sarah!
I think I'm a senior, and we've all had moments in our lives that are rough or rough patches at Williams. I think we can all say that as students, and Sarah has always been there for me, and she's been a really important part of my life, and I'm going to miss her a lot. Yeah, and I just wanted to thank all the dining hall staff on stage and also in the audience. Everybody who's staff, can you stand up, who are in the audience, please?
Stand up, dining service staff.
Stand up! Thank you.
So what was really hard, which was surprising for me, was food, because I'm Mexican, so my mom's tacos and arroz, I really missed all that stuff. So I just want to thank you guys for trying to incorporate those foods as well. Like, I remember coming from practice and being super excited because it was Taco Tuesday. Joss knows. I'm like, yes, the fajitas, everything. I just want to thank you for giving me a little piece of home here as well.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Amelia Simmons. I'm a senior, and I want to thank Dining Services for always listening to students' crazy ideas. I just came from a winter study from a month in California studying about agriculture and just learning about the whole system and how hard other colleges have it to try to make change in their dining hall. And I've worked closely with you guys all of my time at Williams, and you've always listened and gotten on board with, crazy ideas like Meatless Mondays, slowly but surely. And I feel incredibly fortunate to go to an institution with dining services in-house staff who gets to make the decisions of what we eat in terms of our food safety and where we get it from. So I'm just incredibly grateful for all of you for listening to students' wants and complaints sometimes, but for making it happen, so thank you.
More thank yous. Gracias. What about staff and faculty? I mean, you eat in the dining halls too, right? Who wants to say something? Okay.
Get him.
I'm Kale Newman. I teach in the Department of Program, and I wanted maybe a little bit of an unknown benefit of dining services at Williams. It's a job recruitment. It's a candidate recruitment tool for us faculty. I can't tell you the number of times we've had job candidates come to us who've had lunch with students, and not only do they say the students are great, of course, but they say the food is so good here. Do I get to eat lunch with students, whenever I want? Say, yes, anytime you want. And really, it's something that people mention, how much not only they enjoy the conversation with the students, but the food itself and the atmosphere in the dining halls is something that we take for granted too often, I think, among the staff and faculty. But we know that any time a student invites us to lunch, or we have Mike's German table in Mission or something like that, we can really look forward to the meal. So thanks a lot from the faculty as well.
Thank you. I'm Hank Art. I'm in the biology department in the Center for Environmental Studies. I've been at Williams a long time. And I've seen a lot of changes from the times when everybody on the entire campus could sit down together at the same time for a meal, that there was dining in the row houses, to our current system. Time was when one of the major complaints about campus life was the quality of the food. Often centering around something called Texas toast, which I hope isn't any longer on the menu. The grilled honey buns seem to have survived my entire tenure, and I suppose will endure into the indefinite future. But I'd like to thank the dining service as a whole, and on two fronts. I often will order SAC lunches for field trips, and they have been incredibly helpful in making arrangements for very odd times for me to pick them up, and often responding individually to student dietary requests and actually requirements. The other is the whole attitude of the dining service from top to bottom, that it's not just calories that we're consuming, that food is something real, something special, and a special part of our daily lives, as well as there is a big difference in the quality and the meaning of food and different foodstuffs. So the participation of dining service in the whole sustainability, local foods interest on campus has been wonderful, and certainly the institution as a whole owes an enormous debt of gratitude just about the philosophy of all the workers toward this.
And if you talk with the dining services staff, you learn something every day. Like the other day, I learned about the globe. The cutting globe? Wow, you guys didn't know. Who has a globe now? You have a globe now? You have it with you? Wow, see? So I was thinking, they have to chop, 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 and I said, what about your fingers? We have a protection, and they show me the globe. I mean, so it's amazing, guys. You learn something every day. Lisa? Oh. 3 Lisas here.
I just want to say to the students that it's not just us with you. You guys are a big part of us. We're growing with you. It's actually hard to see you guys go sometimes after 4 years. I really want to thank Liz for all her time with me at Grab and Go, and I actually became part of her life. And I treat her just like my daughter, so.
Well, thank you, Lisa.
Wish her all the best, and we'll keep in touch.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, I'm wearing a necklace. This is the guardian angel that Lisa actually gave to me for Christmas this year. Every year, she makes it a point to give me a gift for Christmas. And Mom was like, no, we don't need to celebrate Christmas. Because my own family, we don't have a lot of money, and so we really don't get the chance to celebrate, and my mom can't really buy me a gift. Sorry. And so every year she buys me something. And it's always something meaningful. I remember the first year I needed to get breakfast at the airport, and I wasn't sure how I was going to get it. So I had a Dunkin' Donuts gift card from her. And I was like, great, okay. And then the second year, she bought me iPod speakers because I would always listen to my iPod while I was making the sandwiches in the room. And so I was like, oh, that's great. So, I had some speakers. And this year, though, I was just really, really, really touched because she had gotten me this necklace. And it's something that she actually had gotten for her daughter as well. And it just to watch over me. And I don't know, it was something, I know I had said thank you, but really it means a lot to me. So thank you very much. And thank you to Janice. I know El Dico left, so I wish she was here, and Nancy, and Trish, and Bev, and Beth, and everyone I've worked with. And also just because I have a really bad problem with not coming to meals on time. So I show up at 3 and I'm like, didn't eat, is there anything left? And always, there's never been a time when they haven't been all right, let's go get some sandwich meat, let's make a sandwich, or at the snack bar, and I'm always please, you don't have to make me anything. And they're right, you shouldn't go hungry here, because I've never gone hungry, and just because I know it's an inconvenience, but they really do care about us, and that they've just really shown that to me personally. So thank you. So yeah.
You can read them. We have some things to write them and do remember who is your favorite. You still can write some. We will be collecting them and send them to them. And we are planning to frame some in different dining halls. And I hope we have a 4 dining halls.
Yeah, we're gonna frame them. Yeah, we're gonna frame them. I started a WSO for the students, discussion kind of board. So if you leave it there, then I can send it to Amy, or you can personally email Amy or I with that. So I'll leave another post on WSO so everyone knows how to do that, and we will display them all in the dining halls.
I would like to say thank you to all the students for your patience when there's huge lines at Pereski and you wait. And also, there's times where we are so busy and we look sometimes we don't even smile or nothing, but it has nothing to do with you guys. It's just that we want to get you going, whatever you need to go in time and all that. But we really appreciate that. I would say 99% of you guys always say thank you, and we really appreciate that.
Okay, we did have some more time, but does anybody else want to comment? Okay.
I'm just going to say thank you for the wonderful food and the wonderful donuts outside.
Yeah.
Miles talked about all of it's so easy to not eat meat here. And I was also abroad and cooking for myself last fall, and that's not true everywhere. And so thank you for that. And it's so easy to take for granted just showing up and having food up here. And so I'm sorry for the times that we do, and thank you for always.
are always about like never letting anyone go hungry, but like I'm always asking for like lemons, so that and you guys always give me some, so.
Thank you for your enthusiasm. Like, it's enough that you do everything that you do for us, but the fact that you do it happily and enthusiastically really makes so much difference, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yes. You mentioned rescue lunch, and that was one thing I was thinking about when people started saying thank you, and I went to rescue lunch probably every day, if not 98% of the days this year. And I'm stressed out just by the amount of, it seems like everyone suddenly appears at those 2 rushes, depending on the day, but there are rushes by far. And I'm stressed out thinking about getting food. I can't even imagine every, especially at the sandwich and salad. I really feel for you guys. So thank you for rescue lunch. I know that that's not.
There we go.
I have something to say. I don't think there's one time that a student hasn't said, for anything I've done for them, they never forget to say thank you to me. That's one thing I remember about my students at Driscoll. They come to see me almost every day, or just come to run in and get something, and if they're running late, you just say, this is the way I do it. Hurry, 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 get down the stairs. You're not gonna miss anything. There's always cereal and a bagel and some toast. So yeah, thank you guys for always saying thank you to me, and for being so polite.
Okay, well, we do have the posters outside, as was mentioned, and some thank you boards as well, which were created by Pure Health. That's a project we started 2 years ago, since I was the head of the club. And so in the fall, every year, we have students come by and we table, and we had like enormous amounts of people come by to sign these posters. We actually had to like expand the amount, like the number of boards we had. So we had to go like back to Staples and get more boards. So that's been like really great. So we have a few boards out there along with the posters, and continue to submit thank yous if you'd like to. And I'm so glad that all of you came out to this event. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.